Hello dear friends, hope you all are doing very well. In today's video I am going to discuss about very simple topic, that why we always overthink at night, why we don't overthink much as we do at night, right? So why the night time is the thinking time for the every human being, that thing I am going to discuss, right? The first thing you need to know is that our brain always need work to do. If you are doing nothing, that time our brain is thinking, right? The first point you should know that fewer distraction equal to more thought. यानी कि अगर हम लोग ज़्यादा कुछ मतलब नहीं कर रहे तो हम लोग सोचते रहते हैं. So at the daytime we have so many work to do, right? If you are working profession, you need to go to office, then you have some engaging work to do. If you are student, you need to attend the classes, you need to write the assignment, you have so many different things to do, you need to meet your friends. So all the time you are engaging, but at night time you are doing nothing. So the brain mechanism is that if you are doing nothing, that time your brain is thinking. Your brain always needs some work. If you are not doing anything, any work, so that time your brain has only one work, that thinking. So that's why we think a lot at night time. The second point is that the brain is more sensitive at night time. See, at the daytime we don't think much, right? If the small event also happening, we think that is very normal matter, but the daytime means daytime events is we feel like very normal, but the same thing at night time we think very much, that why it's happening, what is the reason behind this, why he or she said that. We think much about those things, but that is very normal thing. Why it's happening? Because at night time our logical thinking is decreased, means our like thinking from brain has decreased, we just became emotional. So that's why what we do, like any simple event also we feel heavy on at night, because we become very emotional. That is actually why it's happening, because our logical thinking at the night time, like at 2 a.m. 2 p.m., that time what's happening, our logical thinking like just going down and our emotional thinking is just rising. So that's why we always think the simple thing as the very important thing, but actually that is not important thing. Just your brain at the night, and it's the physiological function. That's why you think much at night, you feel emotional about those simple topic, right? The third point is that cortisol and stress, means stress is also very like very mandatory. Like nowadays we have so many stress, student also stress, like they need to write the 4 assignment, they need to write many exam, they need to pass the semester. Even for the working profession also they have so many things to do, right? What they need to do, like they need to like look for the better job, they need to earn more money. So these all stress are common, right? But the thing is that your cortisol level, actually the cortisol is a hormone that is as a stress hormone, means that increase your stress level, right? So that time why it's happening, means why at the night time your cortisol level is high, because you use your phone late, means at the night time also, means before sleep also and during the sleep also we use our phone. So that's the thing. The second thing why your cortisol level is high, means cortisol is a stress hormone, right? So if the more cortisol is present in your system, that you feel more stressful and you will feel less sleep. So the second thing is that consume too much social media. The people who consume so much social media, who use so many, like they use so many social media, Pinterest, then Instagram, then Facebook, then YouTube, who means whoever use at night, means they just feel themselves like engaged by this social media platform. So their cortisol level is high, so that's why their stress level also high, means they also think simple event as the very bigger event. And the thing is that if you are sleeping irregularly, means you need to maintain a healthy sleep routine, you need to like sleep from the 10 p.m. sharp, right? But we don't do that, so that's why our cortisol level is increasing. So we feel very stressed, we feel like the simple event as the big event, because the cortisol level is high. And why it's happening, because we have been using social media randomly, like we don't take a break. Like if we means we think like that that social media is our life. So this is the biggest problem, right? And the fourth thing is that overthink is a brain trying to protect you. Why we think, because like for the protection, if that God has gifted us brain, why? Because for our survival, just that is the only purpose of brain. But nowadays we just think so much, so that's why the brain became like very mad at us also, right? The brain function is to do only one thing, that is for the survival purpose. If we don't have brain, right, we can't survive. The thing is that we think, if we think much, if we think more about a certain thing, we will get a solution. But the thing is that that is the brain which fooling you, right? You need to know that if you analyze more about a thing, if you are not like thinking properly, means you need to learn one thing is that overthink. Why it's happening? Because you think that if you overthink more, if you think about more about one topic, you will find a solution, and that solution will give you pleasure. But the thing is that it is actually not happening as we think. Actually the thing is happening, if we overthink much, we will like trap in the loop. We never come out from those things, and we feel, means who don't wants to be secure, right? So that's why we think, we just feel like the insecurity, we don't feel as a human being. Means I'll always remember that overthinking is the brain trying to protect you. That's why always all the events we think, if we think more, so we will find a solution. That is the biggest weak point, right? And the fifth thing is that dopamine and phone addiction, that is also more important thing. See, dopamine is kind of a pleasure neurotransmitter, and if it will give you a reward point after achieving something. But now the social media is designed such a way that if you use like Instagram or Facebook, so you will feel like that you will waiting for the notification, you are waiting for the beep sound from WhatsApp message, or you are waiting for the Facebook red notification. The thing is that this is the biggest trap, and the dopamine will keep you hooked in the like social media. And that's why what now it will like means this is the reason the dopamine level is high in our system, right? So dopamine, if the dopamine level is high in our system, that time also we feel very stress. This is the main thing, right? So what you can do to like to overthink less in your life is that first point is that brain dump journaling. Brain dump journaling in the sense is that like write thoughts before you sleep. Like you follow, means instead of phone you write your journaling, means your whatever happening in your life or whatever you feel like, you just write. Writing has very strong impact on our psychology, right? So writing, you should always write, and instead of using phone, you just start practicing journaling, or you start writing the thing, right? The second thing is that you need to maintain a routine that no phone 30 minutes before the bed. You should always avoid the phone just before the sleep. Means if you are thinking like that from the 10:30 I will sleep regularly, so you should stop using phone from the 9:45. You should keep your phone outside your room, right? And the third thing is that you need to perform the deep breathing. Breathing is very impactful thing in our life, right? This is also kind of medicine for the all kind of healing. If you can breathe properly, means if you feel, if you are breathing mindfully, so your 90 or 95%, 99% problem will go out, right? So you need to think that you need to practice this, that deep breathing also very necessary in our life, right? The fourth thing is that you should maintain a sleep schedule, like 10 p.m. means sharp 10 p.m. and the accept uncertainty. This is more important thing. Why we always think much about something is that we are not like feel like uncertainty also can happen in our life. We don't appreciate uncertainty in our life. We always think that our life should go as we are thinking, but in reality it's very opposite. You should always prepare for uncertainty. If something good happening in your life, very good, but if it's not happening as you are thinking, so it's also good. So you should always accept that uncertainty is the part of life, and you need to appreciate that uncertainty will come in our life. So this is the video. So people, don't overthink much at night. So whatever problem you have, that will go. Thank you for watching.